Sun, heat, drought, and insects are some of the challenges to gardening in Florida. How does your garden grow? Ask Mr. Greenthumb. Florida gardening expert Stan DeFritas.
We're at the beautiful Sand Pearl in Clearwater Beach, and it is a fantastic place. We are very fortunate to have with us Steve with PLANTZ.
Steve with PLANTZ. Thank you.
I want to say, now, a lot of folks want to know, what are the secrets? What can you tell them? The folks out there who have problems with their indoor plants, you're a professional. What do you do that's different?
Well, Stan, I am on a personal mission to teach people at home how to take care of live plants in their homes and make them last. And that's done with a few trade secrets, but mainly it has to do with the watering techniques. If you get the watering right, the plant will live a lot longer than you would normally expect it to.
Now, what are those secrets that people have to really know?
Now, there's different flavors of sub-irrigation, and we call ours the Plant Assure system. And it's some very simple technology that allows the plant to wick water up into the root system, into the soil, when it needs it, not when you apply it. So we're going to build a reservoir and allow the plant to drink over time, and not necessarily when a person applies water to the top of the soil.
Now, 99% of the folks out there are saying, we water from above with our watering can, and you don't. And you might tell them, what's the wick system and why is it better?
Well, the wick system is better because, like I said, it allows the plant to drink when it wants, but it also irrigates from the bottom, and that keeps the top 2 inches of the soil dry. And that prevents or minimizes the opportunities for fungus gnats and other organisms to live in the top 2 inches of soil.
And that's important. For anyone who's ever had fungus gnats in their plants, it's just a real nuisance, and you really don't want it. And this could be a great help to them, right?
Correct.
Now, we've got, an aglaonema here?
An ag, yes. This is a simple ag. This was probably grown in Homestead, Florida, as part of the floriculture trade in the state. And what I'm going to do is set it up on our system. What you see here is what you might have in a homeowner system, except for it would have a decorative around it. But the homeowner would bring it home, set it in a liner, and water it occasionally. My contention is that if we do some very simple sub-irrigation techniques, we're going to make it last longer.
That's great. Well, let's go ahead and do that whole process here, and we'll watch you take it out. You're going to put it with the ring you were talking about, and we'll go step by step. What he's showing here is the wick system. See, he's putting that wick deep into the container, carefully putting it into each one of the drainage ports. This way, the water is going to wick directly where the water is needed, which is around the root system. This is going to help cut down on problems such as fungus problems and fungus gnats. This idea is a great technique that really everybody should incorporate if they want to have stunning looking houseplants, as Steve does with PLANTZ. As you can see, he put some soil back into the container, and now he's going to place that container back over the plastic piece where the ring is sitting down below. This ring is going to give him a nice space for both air and, more importantly, for some water. Now he's putting a little bit of water on top, but the majority of the water is going around the base of the plant. And the reason for this is to make sure it wicks it back up into that root system. This is going to cut down on a lot of the problems that we mentioned earlier. Now, Steve, you are in charge of all the plants here at the Pearl, right?
Everything that doesn't get natural rainwater.
Everything that doesn't get natural rainwater. So I imagine at the Sand Pearl here, there are a number of plants. I see a lot of big, beautiful plants that you're in charge of.
You see some Kentia palm, which are imported from Hawaii, and Rafus palm grown here in Florida. But me and my staff are responsible for keeping them beautiful for the guests to enjoy.
Now, I like it that you showed your technique for the wicking system, and it's something that the homeowner could do, and they could contact you through your business, and you could give them some more information, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. And for the folks out there who want to have the best in indoor plant care, they could also give you a call for that as well. Now, also, I noticed on this, you've got a little bit of blue beads in here in some of the soil. Is this something that you've it looks like a fertilizer, right?
Well, it is fertilizer, and one of the mistakes a lot of homeowners or novices will make is that they'll try to fertilize this as soon as they get it in the house. But these are right out of production. They have enough salts and nutrients in the soil to last a year without any additional fertilizer.
All right, so don't get too gung-ho. If you get your plant from Steve at PLANTZ, don't go home and try to give it extra fertilizer, or you'll start getting a burn along the edge of the leaf, right?
Correct. It does not need any additional fertilizer for at least a year.
That is great. We've given some good information. Now you've got the plant to this point. What is the next thing that you would do setting it into a commercial setting as you are?
Well, if you see the plants around here, everything's well placed in decorative containers, and you want the decorative container to match the decor for the room where it's going to be placed. So fiberglass planter here. This is a contemporary design, sleek, good looking, but this would go right inside.
All right, so you're seeing him put it right into the base. It's got it wicked, and you see that it would kind of hide. Let's face it, the plastic pot that it comes in from the nursery is not that attractive, but when you hide it in this pretty decorative container, then you've got something that's really quite attractive.
Finish it off, what you really want to do.
Get some moss, huh?
Moss around it.
And this is the old Spanish moss?
This is Spanish moss, or wood fiber that's made to look like Spanish moss.
Okay.
But it really finishes it off. One of my pet peeves in the business is going around and seeing the grow pot exposed. Right. I don't want to see that in a commercial setup, and I don't think the homeowner wants to look at it either.
So we're learning some of the secrets that the commercial guys use that you can use in your backyard or in your home. If you want to have that decorative container and have that aglaonema, it looked, not that great in the black pot, but now it looks very stunning.
I agree.
Good job.